Welcome to Science Fiction or Fictional Science. Tonight we're going to talk about a very important topic, fear. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Let's talk to our first visitor, coming at us from Little Rock, Mr. Adam Up. Adam?
6 or 7. Let me tell you why rational numbers are so important. Did you know that Graham's number holds the record for the longest number ever used in a mathematical operation? Of course, the last 10 digits end in 2, 3, 5, 12, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 7.
And let's talk to our next guest joining us from Rock Island, Mr. Lee Gao. Is that a French name?
Well, there are 7 major felony offenses, and beyond that, Miller's law states that the number of items a rational human mind can hold at one time is 7 plus or minus 2, of course.
And we're already plus 2. Let's talk to our third guest, joining us from Rockford, Mr. Finn and Sear. Finn.
Well, 6 out of the 7 fastest growing economies are on the 7 continents, if you count Turkey. Depending on how Turkey's economy is doing, it's either in Europe or Asia. When it's in Europe, that's 7. That's an undisputed rationale.
Speaking of the economy, where do fish keep their money? Finn.
Well, there has been a lot of activity on the silty banks of the river, and as you know, there are plenty of fish in the sea.
Well, how much exactly is plenty?
There are over 20 million fish awaiting legal naturalization, and the hatcheries can't meet that demand. We hear talk of warehouses in Indiana trying to fill that void.
They're all sharks and bottom feeders.
Well, I'm sure the folks at home had a lot of questions about that. But moving on, why did the chicken cross the road? Your thoughts, Lee?
Well, fugitives will be prosecuted, but the grass is always greener on the other side.
And 74% of chickens that cross the road are hit by skylarks.
That gives free range a whole new meaning.
But what if they're a flight risk?
Well, statistically speaking, birds of a feather do flock together.
If we can get these birds to drive, then we'll have a chicken in every pot and sell a car for every garage. That's essentially right.
Speaking of birds, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck can chuck wood.
Well, statistically speaking,
Well, according to the Constitution.
Markets indicate as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I see.
As much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. As wood, woodchuck, woodchuck, wood.
Hashtag woodchuck, hashtag wood, hashtag chuck wood like he could. Hashtag Obama, hashtag Osama, hashtag Barack don't want it. Hashtag Tea Party, hashtag Green Party, hashtag Kennegan, hashtag Woodchuck, hashtag bad out, hashtag Kennegan objected to somehow, hashtag woodchuck, hashtag wood, hashtag speaking of Batman feels good. A woodchuck does not prefer being in the tree. In fact, it would rather be on the ground. However, New York State wildlife expert Richard Thomas calculated that if a woodchuck could chuck wood, he would chuck nearly 700 pounds of stuff. Join us again next week for our expose on the thigh gap. And now, a very special thanks from our sponsor.